Welcome back to the award-winning Speaking with the Sporters. So we've been off for a little bit, but while we were gone last week, we were up at Neuqua Valley for a video festival, and we happened to win 5th place in the talk show category. I think we were up against about like 10 or 15 other talk shows, so it was definitely a really cool experience to be there and winning an award.
Yeah, just again really cool because this category it was pretty broad. I mean, like it says, it's a talk show, not a sports talk show. So we just went in there not even expecting much, but we came out in 5th place. So it's really cool. But today we are bringing on a special guest, Coach Avery Lochow.
So now, heading into first down, as many of you don't know, this is Coach Lochow, the head freshman baseball coach for Lockport, and we'll be asking him a couple questions here. So, Coach Lochow, how was baseball like for you in high school? Where did you play, and how long did you play for?
Oh, high school baseball was awesome, man. I was able to play here, luckily. Graduated here in 2014. One of the coaches is still here, Coach Dobson.
Coach
Dauber, man. He's been coaching for about 47-ish years, something like that, which is crazy to think about. But, I learned a lot under them, and I had a lot of fun playing here when I was a Porter.
That's amazing.
Coach Lochow, how has baseball affected your life and taught you many valuable lessons?
That's kind of a deep question there, Dunny. Baseball itself, it's a game where you don't really succeed a lot. Mm-hmm. You could go 3 for 10 and you're in the Hall of Fame for the major leagues, So you learn all those hardships and how to persevere through stuff. And, that kind of taught me how to get through tough times in my life. I could go 0 for 3, but then it's just a game, and I kind of learned okay, what am I going to do the next game that's going to be better than that? Because we've all had those games where we go 4 for 4 or we go 0 for 4 and we have 4 strikeouts and we get hit in the head with a fly ball or something like that. But
I don't know who that is.
I don't think any of our guys would do that.
You know what? The fly ball thing, I don't know. Anyone that could be doing that.
Yeah,
but
right. I just want to ask, what was the jump like just going from teaching and coaching at Oak Prairie to coaching and teaching here?
The teaching part was different a little bit because, I was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And then last year, I was with sophomores and juniors. So I was kids got better beard than I do. And, they're taller than me and all that. So that was kind of a change. And the classes were longer, too. We went to 50-plus minute of class period time. So I kind of struggled with that. But then, from 8th grade to freshman, there's not much of a difference teaching-wise. And I felt like I transitioned really well with that. And, it's really nice being back in the freshman campus.
Right.
Last year, Lincoln Way North, that was kind of a little weird. You guys didn't get to experience that. But, that there's that. And then baseball, 8th grade to freshman year, not a big difference. The team's bigger because at Oak Prairie, we kind of took 14 guys. Now we're at 23, 24. Some years we took 30 guys on the freshman team because the class was deep.
Almost double.
Oh, yeah. And sometimes it becomes a lot. But that experience at Oak Prairie, how short that season is and how quick you have to get stuff in, it's almost better because you just let the kids play.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. And, I went to Oak Prairie as a kid. So kind of taking that job over was kind of a full circle moment for me. It was
really cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Plus, I got to coach against you guys, and
and
we beat
you guys
Homer.
lost. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really cool.
Yeah, whatever.
And then, did you play baseball in college, and how was it different from high school baseball?
So I was able to play 2 years of college ball at Purdue Northwest. It was Purdue Cal. So we were NAI, and now they're D2. Joey Del Ponte, shout out Joey. He's going. Joey's going there, which is really cool. But college ball and high school ball completely different because you go from 7 innings, now you play 9 innings. You got your conference is 2 days in a row where it's a single game then a doubleheader, or it could be 3 days in a row or single. So it just depends what it is. And a lot of people think when you play baseball, you got to go D1. No, there's talent all over the place. And some of the guys I was able to play against were kind of insane. Our starting shortstop was 26 years old, and I'm 18. What?
That's a jump for sure.
It's a huge jump. So, but no, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. Even after I was done, I'm still around the program a lot. And, they're doing pretty well. Shout out Dave Griffin. He was my coach over there. He's still there. And he's starting to look at some Lockport guys. That's great. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, to leave it off that note with your former coach, I mean, let's just jump into Porter Sports and second down. I mean, like we said, you're coaching freshman baseball for the boys.
Yeah.
And then you also coach freshman girls basketball, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, it was a great season. The freshman team did really, really well. The girls made a lot of progress. The biggest story, though, out of that is the varsity team.
They went deep.
They went deep, made a sectional run.
Yeah.
They won conference for the first time in multiple years, won a regional for the first time in multiple
crazy.
years.
Yeah.
That team was led by Lucy Hines, Elena Peets, and Kayla Wagner were the three seniors. And then you had like Laura Arsakaitis in there too, with a couple of freshmen and some sophomores sprinkled in there as well.
Is Laura Goda's older sister?
Yes.
Shout out Goda.
Yeah, Goda was on varsity too, so she was up there, But it was awesome. Coach Jacobs did a phenomenal job with this program ever since he's taken over, like 3-4 years ago. So it's just awesome to be part of that.
So still talking about Porter Sports. Porter's varsity baseball. They've been having a pretty good year right now. It's 12-7, I think. They they lost to Central, I think.
Last night by
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that was a close game. I was looking at the box score. We had a decent amount of hits. We were playing good, but I guess it just couldn't.
Central's defense last night was incredible. After practice last night, Coach Bentley and we went over there, and their defense was just robbing us of hits left and right.
I mean, all the Lincoln Way schools are insane. Like Jack Bauer at East throwing 102 from the left side too. It's actually insane.
Faster. That is, I saw a statistic on that. That is faster than 80% of MLB pitchers.
He's projected top 10 picks, right?
I think he's a projected first rounder.
Yeah,
but he's
sure.
committed to go to like Virginia, which is insane.
I wouldn't go if you got that chance, man. You gotta take it.
Especially if you're throwing that fast, I feel like you're gonna get the call up to the big leagues pretty soon.
Yeah.
Like with Paul Skeens, he was only in the minors for like a month or two. And he got called up like that. That's rare to see.
Well, I mean, Garrett Crochet, former White Sox, didn't even pitch in the minors. He went straight to the pros.
Yeah, that happened to another guy.
Recently, wasn't that just recently?
No. The guy that had one hand, Jim Abbott.
Yeah, did that happen to him?
Yeah, he skipped the minors. He went straight to the majors,
really?
which is really cool to see with a guy with one hand.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's kind of off topic from Porter Sports.
Yeah.
Going back to Porter Sports, I have another question for Coach Lochow. So, coaching girls basketball, do you think coaching baseball and basketball, do you think there's some similarities or no?
Yes. So like all the sports I think have similarities of, the common core stuff is like showing that hustle, showing that positive body language, that attitude. You could carry that from any sport that you play in. It could be golf, tennis, bowling, whatever it may be. You could install that, and like that is something that I kind of pride myself on, is this, hey, body language. Hey, give me all you got. And you got to install that at the freshman level, because what a lot of people think is like varsity is the most important, but it's really the freshman level. That's where the foundation is, and that's where you get people to buy into the program. So and to be honest with you, coaching between girls and boys has taught me how to coach people differently. Like I just can't be like rah in people's faces all the time. Can't do that with the girls team all the time. You got to sometimes be like, all right, hey, this is what we need to do, and this is where we're going now. Well, baseball, it depends what's going on. Yesterday, a little rough practice, but the boys got understood the assignment after.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, Dunny wasn't there.
There to hitting off the tee a little bit for like 20 minutes, then I have to go ice.
Yeah, little ankle injury.
Little ankle.
but-
I think I'm back soon though.
Oh, a little comeback.
Yeah. Meister's back, baby.
Done ice there.
Okay.
All right. Well, enough about Porter's sports. We can go into down 3 with just major sports, MLB, NBA, NHL playoffs as well. Just the MLB right now, I feel like a lot of teams have really shown themselves better than they should have been, like the A's.
Yeah.
I think they're above 500 right now
They're
after
doing good.
last year being really bad. But another team that's really bad is the Rockies. They're on pace to be worse than the White Sox last year, which I don't even know how you can be worse than that.
Speaking of the White Sox, I got a question.
Don't.
Are we Cubs or White Sox fans?
That's a big question.
I'm a Sox fan.
White Sox. White Sox.
Yeah, it's been tough. You know. I don't even think you guys were born for the 05 championship, were you?
No.
No.
So you guys didn't get to experience that joy I had for a year.
It's been a while.
But
No, the Cubs 2016.
But I wasn't enjoying that.
We were.
Okay, I know you guys were. You know, I thought Rajay Davis like put the nail in the coffin against you
God.
guys. But no, the Rockies, man, the heartbreaking story out of there is Chris Bryant.
Oh, I
Cannot get healthy, man.
I know.
Former Cub.
Former Cub, he was great with the Cubs, man. He was phenomenal, and he can't get healthy, man.
He's constantly on the IR, and when he is back, he just can't perform. But Javi Baez,
Set a grand slam.
His first home run in the season.
Grand Slam, he's like right under 300. I think he's at 296. He's something like that.
Doing
But
the best out of the three
but
this season
his-
so far, so that's great.
Yeah, and he switched his position to center, which
Yeah.
he's been playing good there too. I think it's awesome to see somebody like him come back and play so well because the past like 2 years he's been playing horribly, batting like 170,
Not
160.
even just that, just like the insane amount of criticism you get for playing so bad.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it happens. It's like you said, it's a game of failure. So, I mean, just coming back from that and just having a good season, hopefully you just keep it up.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, on that same note of those three, Rizzo is still a free agent.
I know.
I mean,
Somebody's got to pick him up.
I wouldn't
White
mind
Sox.
Cubby should pick him up. I mean,
Just as a vet.
I mean, yeah, like just clubhouse guy. I mean, he's near the end of his days. I mean, he's still got a little bit left in the tank, I guess. But I mean, have him retire here.
I feel like he could also
mean,
maybe DH a little bit
Yeah.
and teach Michael Bush, a young guy,
Yeah,
a little bit about
play the
first
field
base.
a little bit too. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a Gold Glover.
Yeah.
So
Definitely not as bad as people think he is. I feel like he's at least good enough to be on a roster right now.
Yeah.
Brady, you want to get us into the NBA real quick?
Last night, Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards eliminated LeBron James and Luka, and Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. They didn't play good.
Are we thinking
They
LeBron's
lost.
going to retire?
Ooh, I think
know.
It's a hot topic.
I think Bron's got 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah, I think he's still gonna be there.
he's like talking about it though.
Yeah, he's hinted at it
Yeah.
like recently from what I've seen. So
I think the Mavs never should have traded.
That might be like worse.
that's got to be
trade
the
ever.
worst NBA trade of all. Worst sports trade.
Is it
No,
the
I-
worst sports trade of all time? Because
No.
No.
One of them.
Bears and Panthers.
because they
Yeah,
did the
no,
football.
we
The Panthers and Bears trade.
actually
That just finished this
Yeah, that's
draft.
finished with
This
Luther
draft.
Burden, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
it also is kind of hard to compare because I mean, I feel like NFL they value picks way more differently than NBA does
Yeah.
for sure.
Because there's been a lot of
So much
guys
more
who were
rounds.
drafted to teams, but they never played a single game with them,
Yeah.
and they got traded before
Yeah.
they even played with them.
Yeah. So I mean, when you get more players out of it with more picks, like and having more rounds in the draft too helps. So I mean, it's a little different. So I get both sides of that too. So
But going back to Anthony Edwards, he's a dog.
Yeah.
He's
He is a dog.
I know.
yeah. Who do you guys got winning the NBA Finals?
I'm not a big NBA guy.
I don't know who's in
If-
it.
I don't even know who's in the playoffs.
I think Thunder, the T-Wolves, or the Celtics. Those are my. I want Anthony Edwards. to win
I'm
the
pulling.
finals.
I'm pulling for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
a bandwagon.
Bulls got eliminated, right?
Yep, they lost.
They lost.
They didn't even
Make it to the playoffs, bro.
dude. But no, I'm pulling for Anthony Edwards. I mean, I don't really want Shea to. I'm not the biggest Shea Gilgeous-Alexander fan, so I don't want the Thunder to win. I'm also pulling for the Clippers. I don't know.
Clippers,
They're not
so
even gonna make it
random.
past the first
Bro,
round.
they're what are they tied at 2-2?
Yeah,
Are they
they're
down
tied
one?
right
I don't know.
Or no.
Because, I mean, Kawhi has had like a little resurgence. I mean, he's playing pretty good recently. James Harden's getting back to his old self. I mean, I like to see those guys just like having like a little revival to their career. So after a few rougher years. So
I think it was the last game. It was so unlucky for them. It was like a game-winning Jokic airballed a three and he caught
Saw
it.
that.
Dunked it.
Yeah, saw that.
So unlucky for the.
Moving on to fourth down here, wrapping things up with the Bears draft. Very interesting. I think we got a very good draft this year. I think overall the NFL draft was very exciting this
I
year.
thought the draft class was really good.
I-
There were a
I
lot
think-
of good guys that
yeah.
went undrafted, like Kobe Bryant and the one wide receiver, Tez Johnson,
He
Nick
didn't
Nash.
go
He
undrafted.
went. He went. Nick,
He was
yeah,
like
Nick Nash.
two-
went
Nick
on.
Nash.
230.
Oh, Tez Johnson did get drafted.
Yeah,
My first question is, how do you guys feel about the Bears' first round pick?
it was really like unexpected. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I feel like drafting a tight end is good for Ben Johnson, but in the first round though,
I mean, I was just more shocked that like at the time everybody was saying it was gonna be Tyler Warren. I was more
wondered.
shocked that it was Colson Loveland, but now that I'm seeing more things about him, I'm really excited. For
I've seen his
what-
film. He's a very good receiving tight end because we already have Cole Kmet, who's a good blocking tight end. So then you put in Colson Loveland in the scheme, and Ben Johnson loves to run with the two. So then that just gives Caleb Williams another receiver.
You know what his know who his comp is, right? Laporta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laporta, Detroit guy.
Yeah.
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 So I kind of like that for
Yeah,
the Bears a little bit.
I'm just hoping that Ben Johnson got something cooking that's just gonna.
Especially
I'm-
Burden.
Yeah,
Oh,
Burden,
Luke
man.
Burden.
That was another unexpected pick.
The first two picks were kind of like
Shaky a little bit,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm so excited. I think we're gonna have a really nice offense this year with our revamped line. We've got one of the better offenses in the league now.
Joe Tooney.
Joe Tooney, what a guy, man.
And then the
Yeah.
guy from the Rams. I forgot.
Jonah Jackson.
and Drew Dahlman.
Yeah.
What
no.
about Kyle How do you say his last name?
Anonge.
Manung guy,
the,
something like
running,
that.
the running back
He,
we picked up from
a lot of
Rutgers.
people are saying that he's he's the steal of the draft.
He's like ambidextrous, like carry the ball really good.
Actually, I
both
didn't even
arms.
know
I
that.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's how, because AJ was talking about. That's how they found out. What? They found out about.
I've seen some of his stats. He had like a certain amount of carries with no fumbles.
There's like 600.
650.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 600 plus.
It was like
Yeah.
the most in college with no fumbles, and like he's small too, like a little Tariq Cohen.
Oh yeah.
That's
little-
who I was comparing him to.
Agility there, a little agility action.
I think the corner we drafted is like steal. He's like
Oh.
six
Frazier?
six. Yeah, Zay Frazier.
Zay
6'6".
Frazier. Yeah, he also ran one of
The
the
ball hawk.
He was, I think, one of the top 3 fastest 40 times at the
40
combine
okay.
for corners. So, I mean, that's just really exciting to get in such like a late round too. Like
Yeah.
at that size, that's scary to go against the receivers. So let's just hope that works out. Yeah, I'm just really excited for the season. I'm hoping. My expectation for this team, it's pretty high, but
Oh, dude.
I want us to make the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
I think we can do it.
I think
Especially-
Let's get above 500
Yeah,
first.
fair.
I mean, we got not even just like the head coach. We have good defensive coordinator. I mean, Antoine Randall L. I think he's gonna bring a lot to like discipline and stuff, and like discipline Luther Burden because he had like body language problems.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
I think that's
college
why
and
he
stuff.
dropped.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna like turn him around and
Yeah.
turn our team good discipline.
I like that.
Moving on to touchdown here to wrap things up. We'd like to thank Coach Lochow for coming out here
I
and
appreciate it.
answering our questions.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank the MMEA Midwest Video Festival for giving us the 5th place award. And that will wrap things up for Speaking with the Sporters. Thank you for watching.